By the way, kudos to you. You took my analogy and really shot it out of the park. Yes, the Wild West analogy I think fits, and one of the things I would derive from what you're saying is just because it's the Wild West doesn't mean that what we're doing is always bad. There's opportunities to do bad. So, even without governance and without laws and without the sheriff, most people, I think, tend to want to do good. I think that's important to focus on. And just because you have governance or a sheriff doesn't mean that it's always good either. There's also, there's negative aspects of that as well. So I like that. The one question that was packed in that way too convoluted intro and question was, will companies, I guess it's too early to say, will they ever be able to develop their own internal LLMs, or is that prospect still too expensive? Well, to be able to kind of secure that IP issue, because Alex Karp was really harping on it, not to use a pun on his name. I was really harping on it, it's who's going to own the IP, I forget what the word was that he used, but who's going to basically own the content, and like there's some SaaS models out there that are basically telling their clients, your data is no longer your data, it's now our data, and you have to lease it from us, kind of what ChatGPT CEO said, people will release intelligence like water or like electricity. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's too soon to say, right? Because again, we don't have, sometimes you need to have a big issue to figure out, right, some litigation around it and then to put those regulations in place. Will organizations be building their own large language models? Highly doubt it. Why? That is a ton of data. It is so compute and resource heavy. They're not building large language models. They will have small language models. Small language models are just as good for many of the tasks that you need. And this is that balance.
Yeah. Can I throw a use case out at you? For example, if a company says, you know what, we have, 6,000 requests for proposal because we're a global company worldwide, and we have a whole process of different steps that you have to go in to assess whether we even want the business and evaluate the business and calculate an actual proposal. A small language model would be perfect for that, to say, hey, listen, let's just upload all of our documents, all of our processes, our milestones, our stage gates. A small language model should be able to filter through that and provide you without you being in danger of your information getting into the wrong hands. Is that correct?
Exactly, because it'll stay on-prem.